cap off of it, and I'm probably just gonna stick it right here. Right, either that. Very rarely, I'll leave it uncapped right up there. For this, I can't stand. So once this flips back over, I'll show you, it doesn't come back down. So if I want to use it again, I need a new needle. The safety feature, get it, don't like it. I rip it, I tear it, I just pop it right off before I even, like when I'm filling up my syringe, I basically pop it off. Because the surgeon will, what's this? Yeah. And then now you gotta get another freaking needle. So, who wants to do it? But anyway. So we're done with our local. I just localized what we need. So what do I need next? What do I need before the port? Yes. Scalpel. What size scalpel is this? Bleed? Nope. It says it on it, but you can't look.
15.
15. Did you see that?
No.
Your eyes that good?
No.
The light is reflecting on it.
It does say it on it, 15.
No, I was looking at the blade.
The 10 is the larger one. If you're doing a larger incision, usually use the 10 blade, like the X-slap. So 15, good. I just want to. All right. My back. Okay, now one thing we didn't do, and I didn't think you guys would remember this, is I always like to wet the sponge on this. It just makes it nicer for the surgeon or resident who is putting it in. It just goes in better and it kind of just makes the suction a little bit better, sticking in there. So, and have the syringe ready. Beautiful. So I want to show for the video. This is what this is for. It has a balloon. Oh, that's a balloon. Whatever. And that's going to keep it from popping in and out of the body, right? This is going to be your main big port on your belly button. And then anytime you want to take it out or do whatever, you can just deflate the balloon. Okay, so this is in. Good. And have that back and that back. That's in. It doesn't fit anywhere, does it? Okay, once this is in, what can we do now? We want to take our gas off this needle, right? It's not going to stay in there the whole time. We're going to take it off and connect it to our main port. That. Okay, now what do I have to do? We can look with the camera or we can finish. Depends on the surgeon. Right now I want to finish with my other port. So what do I need? All right, I already put local in. Knife, and I'm going to go right where the Varus needle is. So that would depend on if I already made that little incision in the beginning. I might make it bigger. Or if you have that back, knife back, port, and take the port. Now remember, did you do that? Did you close this? Oh, that's good. Always, when I hand off my ports, they come like this, and that's open, straight out like that. That's an open port. So basically what's going to happen is, since I put that in and go like that, what's going to happen?
Gas escape.
Gas is going to escape. You'll hear it, shh, and then the surgeon will immediately close it. I just like to hand it to him closed, because it's just nice. Don't have to deal with it. All right, and that's the introducer. This is the trocar. Okay, they might, if they're going to do something or whatever, they might send me the introducer. That's what that is. So, introducer and port. Okay? All right, now, correct. Let's get everything hooked up. So a lot of times they'll hook this stuff up in the beginning. And you will just have your camera here hooked up, ready to go for when they want to look inside. It just, once again, depends on the surgeon. Okay, now what do we need? Please.
Isn't necessary to have this other one up here?
No, I would keep that on my back table. You gotta put it on. Yeah, swivels.
The surgeons usually.
That's it, it's on. It's good. It's just. I do it for them too. They'll do it. It just depends on how it's going. Usually, if they want to put it on the beginning of the case, they can. At this point, we're basically, our ports are in. Everything is good, especially after this one is in. What do you want to do with that stuff? Get rid of it, right? Because now we're doing all laparoscopic stuff, so that stuff we don't need again until the end. Get rid of all of it. Get rid of all of it, right? We don't need any of that stuff. Yep, good. So what can I put up here? Now is when I don't have that big equipment up here, right? I'm just gonna put up some general stuff, like the graspers. I'm not gonna put up any specialty items. I mean, usually they're always gonna use a Maryland, so that's fine putting that up there. I should ask you, sorry, what's this called? Maryland, it's curved like Marilyn Monroe. These are all obviously teaching, they're not realistic. This would be a 5mm, not a 10mm for most cases. But just some graspers. I wouldn't put the scissors up right now. We need those. Just a couple graspers. We have another grasper. That's a needle driver actually. So that's fine. We only have one port. So one grasper is fine, right? And then the middle one's there. For the most part, you would have both your main graspers up. Excuse me, at this point. Alright, you know what? Why don't we put the 5 on since I only have a 5 port? Put the 5 ones on, right? Yeah. But what else can I be asking for right now? As the scrub tech 2, the circulator, what can I say at this moment?
That's us. We white balance it.
Right, what do we have to do to be able to white balance?
Need something white?
Turn this on and just,
Right, we need the light to be at 100%, right?
yeah.
So when we do this, I'd be like, hey, circulator, can you turn our light at 100%? In the very beginning of the case, if I have this loaded and ready to go, I like to have this up here and put this in. And she can put on 100% because it's protected by this. It's not gonna cause a fire. That's their main concern, right? We don't want this lying on a drape. It'll instantly cause a fire if that's on 100%. Like instantly. So I always want to protect that when they're changing a camera, changing lenses, always protect that light so it's not hitting your drape. So yeah, at the very beginning when I have my pokers, my cryo up here, I usually will have this, and hopefully I have enough cord so it reaches back here and I can experience here so it's not in the way. Then when they go to take this, I'll put my debaki, put debakis up or graspers up or whatnot. Okay, so what can you do though for me while I'm putting my ports in? Nope. Yes, very good. And I'll white balance just fine in here. You don't need anything separate.
Yeah, Lynn, can you plug it in?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Circulator. We should have had our stuff plugged in. What are you doing? Thank you.
I was like, why isn't it working?
Yeah,
That one, yeah, on the
Right here, right?
one above, one above.
No, right above where you were.
Over here.
Yeah, right where the light is. Yeah.
Right.
The camera. Yep, you can hit that. And there's also a standby right to your right. To your left, yeah, hit that one. Oh, now hit again. No, hit that other button again. No, now it's not gonna work that way. Good. Yeah, let's go up. Okay. Yeah, so you shouldn't have to do it. We could go like that, it'll go up to 100, but I think because you started playing around with it, it wouldn't, but it's fine.
Now we need the actual camera.
And then the camera, please, yes.
It's turned on here.
Right, we need to plug it in.
No,
We need to plug in the camera.
Okay, I'm confused.
Right,
The
we
camera
need to plug
cord.
in the camera cord,
Okay.
the black one.
Oh, the black one.
Yes, we need to plug that in, please. Yes.
And
Okay, so now take your white balance. You should be able to do it. Push it up and down. Oh, there you go. Alright,
Well, that's okay.
alright, great. I'll take the scope and now what can we tell the circulator to do?
Augment
It's good, it's fine. It's not anything delicate. What do we need so we can see better? No, we're good with that. What do we need?
Turn off the lights.
Turn on, lights off, please. Sometimes they'll just, maybe anesthesia might want one of those, it's fine. For the most part, they'll turn off all the lights in the whole room. And then you can actually see. A lot of times they're gonna put the camera through in the first, your big port, they'll put this through. And then that way they can see where they're putting the other ports. They can see the illumination underneath, because it's important to be dark. And they know that's where they wanna put their port. They're not gonna hit like the gastric artery or anything like that. So they use this to help put the other ports in. So, kind of hard doing it. So we're in. All right. Great. Looking around. How about the baby, please? That's right. This is what these are. You have like the babies. It's not. This is a grass. All the grass bird. Okay. So there's an ovary. We're gonna actually take out the ovary. You know, obviously fake. Okay. All right. Good. So I have an ovary hanging out in here. What I asked my circulator for.
Can I have a bag, please?
And I have a bag as soon as I started to take the ovary out. I have a bag, please. I think it's in the box. Maybe or over there. Or maybe, unless someone threw it away, which I hope they didn't.
No, it was in that brown box.
Oh, it's okay. She's right. No.
Did you already expect that? Where you put the order in there? Sure.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm holding on to it, but I can't really hold on.
Yeah.
Is it not in there?
No, it looks like.
Alright. And then, so I want to make sure when I do that, that's off.
Yeah.
And usually it's always pointing right in my eyes.
Yep.
You go blind. Great.
What does it look like in there?
It's just a long. Here.
Here?
It's broken. It's been used and stuff. It's really broken. Back inside. Okay, so circulator will have the endo kitch. Open the endo kitch. Off the endo kitch. Alright, now, see where there's an issue?
You
What
don't
am I gonna have to do?
create another port.
Create another port, right? So meanwhile, I know this. Circulator, I'm gonna need another port. I've already asked for it, because I know we're gonna need another port to get that ovary out. So basically when they're telling me they're taking an ovary out, I'm thinking 10 steps ahead. And I'm gonna ask them to open up the port. At the same time, I can be like, if I wanna be nice, I'm gonna need an endo catch. But sometimes you're not sure. Sometimes they can just take that ovary and take it right out the port. They might not need a bag. So I might just say, make sure we have a bag in the room. Because if it was diagnostic, you might not have a bag in the room. You kind of should. Because there's a possible removal of the ovary. But if not, you know, you might be like, hey, I'm probably gonna need a bag, but don't open it. Just have it ready. Have it available, right? So then what are you gonna need?
You need a knife.
And what before that? Local, right? So a local, please.
Pretend it's
And pretend that, yeah.
1%.
And you did, the first time is basic, unless you have a bunch of different medications on your table and stuff. Usually in the beginning, they know they're gonna approve of it. It's gonna be fine. That's not in there. Scalpel.
Knife.
Okay, now what's wrong with this, guys?
You don't have the. Oh, the. You just said it. The in.
Don't take it until I'm pretending perfect, yes.
The in.
Nice to meet you. Are you
Introduce
going
her.
to-
Introduce
Introduce her. So, when you, this doesn't do me any good. I need to introduce her first.
This one. Here?
Yeah, yep, there you go. Usually, won't be quite as tricky. They usually come in a pair.